Happy Friday, everyone. It's another fantastic Friday. Fantastical. Summer's here. Excited about that. What does that mean? Well, we've got a few weekends of warm weather. You're probably out looking at your fence. We talked about spring, having a look at it. Summertime, you've got the sprinklers running. You want to adjust your sprinkler heights to make sure your sprinklers don't go right across your fence, because obviously all that water is going to create some damage on your fence. What damage do you say, Al? Well, getting it all wet on a hot day, you're certainly apt to have some type of catalyst where you see your finish, whether that's pressure treat or stain, start to diminish. Maybe, in fact, you'll drive by your neighborhood and you'll see these arcs on people's fences. You say, where does arcs come from? Well, that's their sprinklers turning on. So adjusting that height of your sprinkler, you can adjust it so that it's lower and that arc stays down on the grass. If you've used oil-based stain or an expert stain, this would be an opportunity for you to get in there and touch up the areas that get affected by the water. The other thing, of course, is go up to each of your posts, and we've talked about this before, just push on your posts a little bit. If they're doing a rock, that means those posts are about to fail. That's because they're rotten in the ground. You can't see them above the ground. They look great. But if you dig down a little bit with a screwdriver or a little shovel, you're going to start to see that the post is actually rotten in the ground. Now, not a lot you can do about it at this point. Just prepare yourself to budget for a new fence. I'm certainly probably on that list in the coming years, because my fence company at that time, and I didn't know about it, offer a rot barrier, rot guard. So my posts are on the way to crumbling. Now, what I'm hoping to do is to save the panels between the posts. And that would be a real big cost savings, because those panels are great. And then we'd have to replace just the posts, which means pulling the old posts out of the ground. We'll use the big red post puller to get that out of there, popping in a new post, and hopefully reusing those panels. That would be my first choice. Have a look at that. Look at your post caps. Make sure they're in good shape. Of course, if they need an upgrade, it wouldn't hurt. If you don't have post caps, get them on. Definitely don't want that end grain getting damaged. You've got the bottom rail looked at and protected. Your fence armor is looking in good shape. Maybe you need to stack a little bit if your lawn guy is creating a little damage above it. You'll also sometimes find that there are some wood-burrowing bugs, kind of like carpenter bees. They can really create a lot of mess. And the easy way to tell is that at the bottom, you'll see a bunch of sawdust, like somebody's been drilling into your wood. Well, that's them. You may want to look underneath the pickets to see if there's any wasps, any wasp nests. Get out some spray and get those things killed as quickly as you can. The other thing you may want to consider is the citronella oil. That would be another consideration, spraying the fence with that. That would help deter those kinds of bugs. Glad that you could join us on this magnificent Friday. 88 degrees outside, and we're enjoying every minute of it. We look forward to you coming back again next week and hearing some more tips and tricks and magnificent ideas that will help your curb appeal and your yard look fantastic for yet another week.